I'm so tired. Hi guys, I wanted to just share with you guys that after 3 years of being a stay-at-home mommy, I went back to work today, and I thought I was going to be like an emotional day. Like, I thought I was going to cry, leaving my son with his daddy, but I didn't cry. It wasn't too hard. Yeah. So I'm working at Amazon, the warehouse, and my first day on the job was interesting. The warehouse is humongous, absolutely humongous. And the type of work that I'm doing, I'm like a packer, so I'm assembling the box, and then basically just pulling the products that people ordered inside the box, and then just close it, tape it, put a shipping label, and then put it on the conveyor where all the boxes go. And it's not really that hard at all. It's just very repetitive. And the only thing that kind of is a bummer is the fact that, it's a warehouse, so there is no AC. So it feels kind of like muggy in there because in Bakersfield, California right now, the weather is still kind of hot. So in the winter, it gets pretty cold here. So I know for a fact I'm gonna have to wear thermals underneath my clothes while I'm working because I hate being cold. I FaceTimed the husband and my son during my lunch break, and they were doing fine. Like, my son didn't even really ask for me, which I'm surprised because, I had been a stay-at-home mom for 3 years, and he is such a mama's boy. So I thought maybe he'd be crying, he'd be asking for me, but my husband said that he did actually pretty good, and he didn't quite ask for me at all. So I'm proud of him. Me working right now is just kind of temporary, but we'll see what happens. Obviously because of COVID, a lot of people have lost their jobs or are waiting to go back to work. My husband's what my husband does for work, he's a collection specialist. He collects the student loans. So I believe Trump put a stop to that until like December. So my husband isn't working at the moment. So I was like, yeah, I'll go to work. You stay home with the baby and I'll go make the money. No, anyways. But yeah, I was going to record a little bit when I got to the facility, like not inside because I can't record inside, but like outdoors. So that way maybe if any of you guys out there are curious as to what it looks like, or any of you guys out there that are wondering like what's it like to work at an Amazon warehouse, it's really not that bad. It's pretty easy. The only thing is obviously you're on your feet for about 8 hours and you're just doing the same repetitive movements, for 8 hours. So yeah. And then obviously right now because of COVID, inside the facility there's like, as you go in, there's like these look like cameras, and you look up at them and they scan your face and are taking your temperatures at the same time. And then as you're walking around inside the warehouse, there are like arrows and 6 feet distance in between like these stickers, so that way to remind you not to get too close to anybody. So it is definitely different. Another thing I'm kind of bummed out about is apparently some people that got hired on a lot earlier, like their start date was a lot earlier, they got like these Amazon masks and a see-through Amazon bag, and what else? I saw people with Amazon hats too. And the group that I started with today, we didn't get any of that, so I was kind of bummed. And another thing too, I thought they were going to give us like a tour of the whole facility, because I didn't realize that there's actually like more than one floor. Like there's like other multiple floors, and I'm working on level 1, so I'm working on like the first floor, but people take the elevator up to like a second floor, a third floor. I think it just goes up to three floors. I think so. But yeah, I'm tired. Yeah, it wasn't that bad going back to work after 3 years. Especially being like warehouse work, because that's basically where I have all my work experience. Prior to having my son, I would always just work in warehouses, so I'm not like exhausted. I'm just kind of a little bit I wouldn't say tired, just a little bit worn out, because I haven't done like warehouse, how would I describe it? Well, yeah, I haven't been in that atmosphere for such a long time, so but my body will adjust for sure. And yeah, so bye guys.